play forward.
We're live!
There you go.
Welcome, NIOA TV live stream for May. I cannot believe how quick. So, welcome back to Home Ground Advantage here in Brisbane in the NIOA showroom.
That's right. That's
Hey,
right.
And could I just say, boys, the UV factor must be pretty high tonight. As Brad, you're sporting the Bushnell.
I am dressed by Bushnell.
Bushnell cap. What have we got here?
Federal, mate.
Federal.
Federal all the way.
Look, of course, let me just introduce to you Australia's favourite gunsmith, as you know,
Keith Grundy.
Keith Grundy.
There you go.
All right,
He's
needs
the
no
likeable.
introduction. Hey? And of course, who could forget NIOA's sporting GM, CEO,
That's a new title.
top.
Does it come with a
dog.
pay rise?
No,
Oh.
there's no pay rise. Mr. Brad Johnson, welcome.
Thank you.
The crowd's gone wild. And of course, we cannot forget, of course, the people that make this whole outfit run. We've got Digital
brains.
Emily and Digital Josh pushing the buttons. So well
Thanks,
done.
guys.
Thanks, guys. Now, listen, don't forget, this is your show tonight, and we've got some awesome prizes up for grabs. So make sure you ask lots of questions because this is your chance to win, some good prizes. And we like to have a good time. This is your show. So whatever the questions are, within reason, we'll try and answer them the best we can. What do you reckon?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's get into it. So, Brad, when we first started talking about May and what we might have been doing, you thought straight away Artec.
Well, that's right. Brand new for this year. We haven't really spoken about these. Done anything on TV.
Well,
no
not
promotion.
on TV, but if you've got the NIOA Hot Products catalogue, incidentally,
Page 74 and 75.
let us know if you've got the NIOA Hot Products catalogue. Actually, mate, front page, inside page, Artec, straight off the cuff.
That's it.
Look
Beautiful.
at that. Beautiful.
That's right. So can I keep going?
Keep going.
Thank you. Okay. So yeah, Artec Defence, Artec Pumps. We met these guys at SHOT this year. Hakan, great man.
Yep.
And a lot of people, I sound like a broken record. A lot of people have said to me they're Turkish. I said I know, but the quality of turkey at the
They're
moment
good.
is phenomenal.
They're
it
good.
really is.
No doubt.
Look, these XP pump actions, they come in four different configurations, all with synthetic stock. So we've got your black synthetic, forest camo, and there's two that aren't here, the snow camo and the blaze camo.
Yeah, right.
So,
Is snow camo popular in Australia?
no, it hasn't proven to be yet.
Okay.
But certainly these two are our two most popular models. The blaze camo is getting a bit of a following for the hound hunters down in Samba country, so that's going well. Look, the features on these are phenomenal. You can get them in 20-inch, 22 or 24-inch barrels. Look, we sort of try and limit that to a degree just to make it easier, an easier decision for people in stores. Our black synthetic ones come in a 22-inch barrel. The camos, we're importing in 20-inch, and I believe the 300 Win mag caliber is in 24.
Oh, yeah.
So, three calibers, 308, 3006, and 300 Win mag. So, look, these are, fantastic. We've done a fair bit of extensive testing, Keithy and I, down the armoury, pulled them apart, into the range and shot them. And for a hunting rifle, to shoot under an inch is pretty good, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, well, look, guys, we've got some people coming in. We've got Chris from watching live from Abella's Gun Shop. Welcome.
Lowy, he's
look
here.
out,
Well
he's
done,
in.
mate.
Go on, you Lowy.
We've got some questions coming in already, and we're going to still talk more about the Artec. Keith's going to take us through a bit of it. Brad's asking, with the primer shortage in Australia, are we going to make any here for the civilian market?
Brad, that's a great question. That's
question.
a really good question. Look, those discussions have been had, but as you can imagine, there's a lot of money involved in setting up a primer plant from scratch.
Not easy. It's not simple.
And it doesn't happen overnight. No. But all I can say is that those discussions have been had, and that's probably where they're going to stay for now.
Always good to see Mumbles Munchies on board. So g'day from SSAA Silverdale Range. Hello to all the people out there. Glad to see you watching. John, thank you. Welcome. Barry asks, I tried to source LR primers last week, advised that there were over 6 million federal and 6 million CCI large rifle primers on back order, and they weren't expected till 2025. Can you confirm this is correct?
That is pretty close to correct. I'd like to think maybe not 2025. Look, we've spoken about primers in the past, haven't we?
We always speak about primers.
We
and
do.
Possibly powder. Do we need to get that out the way now?
We probably should.
We don't have any.
Yeah, we're out. We're out.
Okay.
And we're not stockpiling them. We're not hiding them out the back. If we had them, we'd sell them.
We would.
We tell everybody that.
Yep.
But look, all the primers that are being made at the moment in the US are pretty well going into factory ammunition.
Yep, correct.
That's the short of it. You know, Vista now, when they bought out the Remington ammunition side, they're redoing the Remington primer plant. So it's not at full capacity yet, which is affecting the market. But yeah, pretty much it's all going into ammunition.
Yeah. So Addiction Clothing saying the black synthetic for me. Yep, it's a pretty great looking. Yeah, good call. Michael asks, "Hi guys, which 300 PRC chambered rifle would you recommend and why? The Ruger Precision rifle or the Savage 110 Precision?"
Yeah,
There you
well,
go. Come on.
yeah, well, look, I suppose they're the Ruger Precision rifle is a little bit different from your run-of-the-mill bolt-action rifle. It's a fully floated barrel through a chassis-type rail. Look, I suppose I would have to break it down to personal preference. I have got a real soft spot for the barrels that Savage produce, so I think, you know, performance-wise, the Savage would probably be at the top of the list, but I love the configuration of the RPR. So, yeah, look, I think I'd favour the Ruger there, but it's personal preference. One of them won't outshoot the next. It really comes down to the ergonomics of the rifle, what suits you the best. But the RPR definitely is a ripper of a rifle.
Yeah. Rob's asking, Brad, when will the Ruger-made Marlon 336 Classic be available in Oz?
Yeah, good question, Rob. Look, they released them in the US probably about 6 weeks ago. We saw them firsthand at SHOT this year, so they had samples there, and they are.
Digital Josh took some video of it.
He did. We did a fair
Hasn't
bit.
released it yet.
No, it's coming. But look, they're a really schmick gun. They really are. I've got some on order. We think. Look, you'll probably see them start to trickle in. You won't get them in big numbers straight up, but I reckon we'll see our first shipment before the end of the year.
All right, now listen, keep those questions coming because don't forget we've got prizes here tonight, which we're going to give away to the best question. Digital Emily will choose that. Look, we're also well aware that the NRL is on tonight. What's the game? Broncos v...
Penrith.
Go the Broncos. Hey, go the Bronx.
Never watched a game. Only watched his first game of football 2 weeks ago. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't get out much.
He's an expert now.
Oh yeah, pretty much an expert. So who are you guys going for? Let us know in the comments section. The Broncos or Penrith? We'd love to know. And we've got a question here from Mel. Is it possible, Keith, if you could undo your second button on your shirt? Look out. That's unusual.
That's it. Yeah, Digital Emily, you should be filtering those out.
Nice to have you on board, Mel. No, that's fantastic. But Keith, look, getting back to the Prima XPs, Keith, your take on these?
Oh yeah, look, I reckon they're a ripper. There's not much as far as a pump action rifle that has been available to Australians.
No, that's right. Yeah, since the
Rams.
Yeah, since the downfall of Remington, unfortunately. Look, they were the only real pump action on the market with the 7600s and 7615s. So the void's been there for a long time.
It has.
We were looking for something to fill that gap, and I think we've done it.
And those Remingtons are a good rifle.
They are a good rifle, yeah.
But they're heavy rifles. Full steel receiver, where this guy has a aluminium lower receiver where none of the pressure is dealt with, but a steel upper receiver, of course a steel barrel. Simplified trigger mechanism in a polymer housing. It makes for a really lightweight rifle. So I think it's definitely got the upper hand. They've probably taken the best aspects from Remington and pump rifles like that, but made it considerably lighter and definitely more serviceable, more service friendly. You can get into this rifle, you can split it apart, you can break it down very, very easily. Even someone who doesn't have the mechanical knowledge of a lot of firearms can get into this, give it a good thorough clean, and put it back together comfortably. So, yeah, look, I really like the Artec design. I think it's going to be a ripper of a rifle.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, and we've got some more questions coming through there. Are there any other calibers planned for the Artec rifles, Brad? Can we talk about that?
I believe there are. Look, at the moment we've just got 3. But I do believe there's more in the pipeline. So
we're not saying?
we're not saying
We're
yet.
not saying.
No.
Righto.
I know some of those Victorian hound hunters have been asking for some of the big metrics.
Yes.
So we'll see.
50 cal BMG or something like that. Sam were a big deer, mate.
A 50 would do the job.
That's right.
Someone's asking, Michael's asking, do you still import the CCI 22LR hypervelocity 1640 FPS segmented point?
Can't
Can't see it on the dub site.
No, well, that's a good question. If it's not on the dub site, it's probably been discontinued by CCI, Michael. But look, a lot of that rimfire stuff we've had on order for quite a while. And, you know, Vista and CCI, they change up their SKUs all the time. So, look, if it's safe to say if it's not on the site, it's probably been discontinued.
Yeah, and Mr. GoPro Adventures, this one's a little bit left field. Will Barrett become more available in Australia now?
Oh, when we saw more available in Australia now, because I was looking at the one a bit further up.
GoPro Adventures sort of started the question.
Stopped.
And then he, had a drink.
Look, yes, Mr. GoPro, they will. Look, you know, they've got a fair bit on their plate at the moment, Barrett, with a lot of military contracts around the world. But, you know, I think we know a bloke that we can ask.
Yeah.
See if we can get something.
Yeah.
So, look, I think we'll start to see some filtering into Australia over the next few months.
Yeah, so if everyone out there doesn't know yet, exciting news, we talked about it on last live stream, is that NIOA has 100% acquired Barrett firearms in the US. And it's been a great journey. They're a great bunch of guys over there and girls. And we look forward to bringing those.
What a product.
What a product.
Yeah,
you know,
what a
it's
product.
just an epic product. So, the questions are coming in thick and fast. Does NIOA have or would consider a veterans program with traineeships and employment? That's a great question, Masto852. The best thing you can ever do with that sort of thing is just send a resume into our HR team. They will look at it. I do know that there's been some talk about that kind of thing, and I know that we do employ. We've had a couple of veterans.
We got a lot of ex-defence in the building,
So, mate, always send through a resume. I don't know what we've got going at the moment in terms of positions, but send through a resume. It's always good to have something on file. So
we like those defence guys in the armory as well.
Yeah.
So definitely flick your resume through.
I mean, especially if you're a fitter and turner and you've got a few skills in that area.
Yep.
Hey? So Max is asking, hi guys, I'm finding it hard to get Nosler Varmageddon projectiles. Will they be more readily available in the near future?
Max, I'm right with you. I'm finding it hard to get them as well. They're just another one caught up in the production system over there in the US. Look, spoke to the guys at Nosler a couple of weeks ago, and we've sort of revamped a lot of our orders, and we've asked them for more precise production times. So, look, I'm hoping that things start to right themselves this year.
Yeah.
So.
No, it's good. Oh, well, keep those questions coming thick and fast. We're going to answer them the best we can. Now, take us through the straight pull.
Straight pull?
Yeah.
I'll leave that with Keithy.
Leave it with Keithy?
Yeah.
Well, take us through.
He's a big fan.
First question with the straight pull.
Yeah, it was right from the top. Can we go back to the top, Digital Emily? Who was that? Take us.
Paul.
I think it was Paul.
Come on, keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it.
There you go.
Paul J.
There you go.
Are there any new straight pull rifles in the pipelines? Well, Paul.
There it is.
Right
look
there.
at this. Take
Yep.
us through it, Keith.
So it is, once again, it's an Artec product. This is the SP model, which is, of course, a straight pull. Still runs a four round capacity magazine, and it still has the same construction. It still has the steel upper receiver, the alloy lower receiver, but in this case, we've got a Turkish walnut stock on it. A little bit slicker looking design and a beautiful rifle to handle.
Yeah.
Definitely a more traditional looking. Forward assist, of course, straight pull, and these pumps are also forward assist. So there's no pushing forward on the on the slide if you don't want to. You can simply release it. It will close and lock into battery. Fibre optic sights, fully adjustable for elevation and windage. But yeah, there's our straight pull, and what a ripper. We've shot that in the range, and no doubt it performs the same as these, but I'm a real sucker for the feel of that. I really like
It's a
that
stylish
rifle.
looking gun with the walnut stock
Yeah, it
too.
is.
And that's what you won't get in the pumps. You won't get walnut stocks on the pumps, just through the manner in which they're used.
action.
Correct. But that's a really stylish gun. And
of course,
once again, shoots
available
well.
308 Win, 3006 and
300
Win
Win mag.
Yeah,
That's right.
so,
Yeah.
No, so look, check them out. They are on our website. So if you want a bit more detail, you can certainly visit there. If you've got it, get the NIOA Hot Products catalogue because we've
Flick
got
along
it
as we go.
all in there as well. Digital Josh, you would have had some images going up, mate, with them all? No? Yes, he
Not
would
yet.
have.
Not
He's
yet.
slipping. I'll have to have a chat.
Not yet.
Actually, if anyone looking for a job, send your resume through to me. All right, especially if you're good in that digital stuff. That'll be great. Yeah, what else we got? We've got some more questions coming through. Good grief, you guys are asking some great questions tonight. Tell you what, you know what we need to offer for a prize here at NIOA, and I'm serious. We need to offer a dictionary. Because there is some horrific spelling going on here.
Don't insult our viewers, mate. We haven't got enough of them.
We need to get these guys a dictionary. That's any 338 Federal ammo available currently?
I don't believe we have any in stock, no. Doesn't mean it's not on order, but yeah, I don't think there's any here.
Okay, South Aussie Shooting is asking, can you do a range review on the new Seiko 90 rifles? Well, I can answer that one for you.
It's not going to be a good review.
No. And the reason we don't do that, South Aussie Shooting, is because we don't represent Seiko.
That's
so,
correct.
yeah. But anyway, Addiction Clothing keeps asking, the pump on the Artec over the Taipan is far smoother and better quality
I
made
believe
gun.
that wasn't a question, it was a statement.
It is a statement, and it's a great statement.
Great
We appreciate
statement.
that
Yeah, we do
statement.
appreciate
Thank
it. Yeah. Look, I agree actually, and I'm probably biased, but these are silky smooth. They really are silky smooth.
Yep.
Left-handers, any issues with the straight pull?
No, none at all. The only problem is the ejection port's on the right, so holding it left, you will get your
Little bit up.
You will. Well, you just get your spent cases coming out across your line of sight. As long as that doesn't worry you, you can use it left-handed all day long.
Anthony saying, big shout out to the great service from Michael at NIOA again for support for sorting out his Timmy trigger for a tar hunt next week.
Perfect.
Hey?
Yes, no, I was privy to this
Were you?
conversation this week. That's right. Now, Anthony, I think it was a Winchester Model 70 he had, and we've had a lot of trouble getting Timmy triggers over the last 18 months.
Yeah, right.
But we had one in the showroom, and Mickey asked me, "Can we take it out of the showroom for this?" For Anthony, he's got a hunt coming up, and I said, "Knock yourself out, mate. We're here for the customer."
Mate, there you go.
So-
Now, I just want to double check, Anthony, if Michael did put it in, was the trigger around the right way?
No.
he didn't
Michael
fit it.
didn't fit it.
No,
Michael
he
just
just
sent
sent
it.
it.
That's
Oh,
right.
okay. No, there we go. No, that's all right.
Good luck on that hunt.
Yes,
mate.
that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, tar hunt. Awesome. Yeah, that'll be great. All right, guys. Well, look, we've got the Artex here. We've got the pump and the straight pull. But listen, we've got something on top of them. All right, and something pretty cool. We've got ourselves a Leupold red dot. Okay, and we've also got a Bushnell Elite. So, Keith, let's start with you and the Bushnell Elite. Take us through it. What have we got here?
Yeah, so it's the Elite 4500 series by Bushnell. So covered by their lifetime guarantee. But this is I've sort of set this rifle up much the same as Brad set it up, as far as a close range, fast acquisition type arrangement. So it's a 1-4 power by 24. So 24mm front objective lens. These are a 30mm tube on these guys and 1-4 power. So on 1 power, you can quite comfortably shoot this rifle with both eyes open, but you've got a nice clean reticle in there as well. It is an Elite 4500 series, so has all of its lens coatings, rain guard, all the bits and pieces, and just a really tough, durable scope for the money you spend on these things. Like they are a
Good price point.
really, really good price point, and no questions asked warranty. Like fair income backup. So that's the reason I've gone this way. When we first tested these rifles, we used a big cumbersome target scope to see what we could achieve down the range.
Yeah.
But this is set up for hunting now, and that's about where I'd like to be. I think nice fast acquisition scope like that.
Deer, boars.
Perfect for your pig hunting, for your deer hunting. And if you are hunting game the size of deer, you wind that up to 4 power. You can reach that out to 300 metres comfortably. Yeah.
Ah, beautiful.
So yeah, nice little scope. That the Elite 4500 series. I can't speak highly enough of them.
So just a question, Brad. Pick rail on the top, drilled and tapped here, but do the pick rail come with it?
They do, yeah. So look, that's a really good feature with all these Artecs is they come supplied in the box with a pick rail. So that's $100 worth of saving straight away. You don't have to worry about going out and finding something to fit. You've got a purpose-made one in the box. You don't have to mount it, of course. You want to shoot the open sights. The open sights are phenomenal too. They really do point well. Guns are well balanced, but it's there if you want to mount. Scope or red dot.
Yeah. Some more questions coming through. This is great. Is NIOA doing anything to support the firearm community from political attacks? Simon, you would have no idea what the work that we do behind the scenes in doing that sort of work. NIOA is very active in that space. It's a community. It's a passion. It's a hobby for a lot of people, and for some people, it's their livelihood. We're talking farmers. We're talking sporting. It's something very well much worth protecting. And NIOA is very much involved in that space. Tony81's asking, any high-capacity magazines for the Glock 19 Gen 5 coming in? Nope. Someone's there about the reading and writing. That's all good. Anthony is pretty happy. And Boxic is saying that the sound is not very good. So I'll be very interested to see. I mean, I did...
That's Josh's second warning.
I did ask for 3 microphones on this.
Who was that veteran that wanted a job?
Yeah, I did ask. Hang on a second. Someone's pushing the stop button. So, what? Check 1 2 1 2. Is it working? Yeah, plugged in. Yeah, that looks like it's
Seems
working.
to be okay.
Yeah. So hopefully a few little technical issues there, but we hope to get that sorted soon. What else we got there, Digital Emily? If you could scroll down. No, you don't want to scroll down for us? Gee, you're on strike.
Sorry.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks for.
Just text the boyfriend. It's all right.
This isn't good. All right. So the sound's not all very good. Okay. All right, we'll work on that. Keep those questions coming.
Right.
So that's the Bushnell Elite, the 4500. What do we got over here, Brad? We got the Loophole.
Yeah, we got a Loophole Delta Point Pro. Look, we sell a lot of these. This red dot sight is tailor made for a gun like this. Small, light, compact, strong, lifetime warranty. 2.5 MOA dot, which isn't large, which is good. You know, sometimes you can have a large MOA dot, Keithy, and you'll know this, that at a distance covers up too much of the target. So you sort of don't want that. 2.5 MOA is a really good size. But mind you, there's no magnification, so you're not going to be shooting things at 150 yards with this anyway. So this is more of a close range gun, 20, 30, 50, 70 yards. Look, I don't know what else I can tell you about the Delta Point Pro. Go out and buy one, they're fantastic.
Yeah, they are good.
They do a 6 MOA dot in
They
that
do.
if you do want to project a basketball size.
That's right, yeah.
Onto your target.
Great for quick acquisition.
Yeah, exactly. Shoot both eyes open. Fantastic.
All right, well, I've had a lot of people coming here saying it all sounds pretty good. So, I don't know, I got a text here from one of our other staff members, and I actually think they probably just need to turn the volume up. What do you reckon?
Sounds good.
Yeah, it all sounds good.
Mad about Militaria. I love the name.
Yeah, mad about that.
Nice, mate.
W. Francis Bryant. My goodness, that sounds a bit official, doesn't it? Hey and hi from Muckadilla, home of the best rifle club in Queensland. Strong sport hunter. Yes, hey, please, more info on the Barrett. We have heaps of pigs out here and we love it. Yeah, I tell you what, a Barrett on a pig, that'd be, depending what you're using. But yes, interesting. Sound no issue there for Brad. Max is asking, when do you think we'll see some primers in the country, Brad?
I think Max got that question on repeat.
Actually, I'll just touch on another thing there, Max, because I never got to finish what I was saying before. But, 2025 is what they're saying. But look, last year we got drip fed a few here and there. We haven't seen any this year yet, but I'm hoping that allocation might start to happen the second half. We might, look, we're never going to fill all our back orders, but we might start to get some, second half of this year.
Yeah, we've got Glenn saying it sounds perfect. Thanks, Glenn. And listen, mate, you've got to get back in contact with me about a shirt. With that Loophole Red Dot, STI Customs asking, would that Loophole Red Dot suit a pistol?
Absolutely.
Yeah, sure would.
It's probably more. There's probably more
say
pistol
that.
operators that use them than rifle
That's
operators.
exactly right. And look, they make a heap of different mounts suitable. So you can't just buy this Delta Point and put it on a gun. You've got to buy a mount to go on it. And the range of pistol mounts they make for a DPP is phenomenal.
Yeah.
And we have pretty well most of them in stock too.
Yeah. So what sort of warranties on the Elite?
That's a lifetime warranty for the product, so it's covered by 30 years.
Wow. And Brad, what kind of warranty have we got on the Delta Point?
Lifetime. It's Loophole, mate. It's a Loophole product.
And even though it's got electronics in it, still lifetime. That's incredible. Yeah. So, guys, 2 great scopes to choose from. Go and knock yourselves out.
Yeah.
Yes.
And check out the Artec. These are fantastic. You're out in the bush, out in the farm. You've got to have one of these.
Wow. Yeah.
These in the safe, surely.
Yeah, I've got to have one of these, wifey.
Peter's asking, do the Artec do custom barrels like a 9.3 by 62?
That's a bloody good question. They don't do custom barrels yet. But, the action length in a 30-06 would suit. I don't know. Keithy the gunsmith, how would you go about fitting a 9.3 by 62 barrel to one?
Yeah, pretty easily, I'd reckon.
Pressure-wise at hold? Yeah?
Oh, no doubt.
There you go.
The pressure in a 9.3 is no greater than a 3006.
There you go. So,
certainly less than a 300 Win Mag.
yeah, while Artec aren't doing one at the moment, there's nothing said that you couldn't do an aftermarket one.
The other thing, I don't know if we touched on this, but the slide on the pump, because it says here, like that, it protects the system against dust and mud as well. Like you want to talk about that?
Yeah, well, I know that YouTube don't like us handling these, but if I was to draw that slide back, it's fully encased under there. So there's no exposed springs, no exposed mechanism. So basically you can't get any foreign matter in there, nothing that's going to jam it up or foul it, prevent the bolt from coming forward because your slide won't. So yeah, really tricky idea. It is this second sleeve that you see under the fore end here.
Yep.
And that protects all the workings in there. So super duper safe. This thing can be chucked in the mud, well, so they suggest, and it'll cycle smoothly still. So yeah, that's definitely a big upgrade on pretty much all pump rifles that I've seen so far.
Yeah, that's right. And look, one more thing we should touch on, because I know it'll get asked, it's already been asked in stores at the moment, is there is no aftermarket magazine greater than 4. So, they come with a factory 4-round magazine. It's the way the pump slides up and down the rifle, it comes back over the top of the magazine. So you can't have a large capacity mag hanging out the bottom, unfortunately. But look,
it knocks it.
That's not a great detractor. I had a Remington for years. I never put aftermarket mags. I just used factory 4s, had one in the gun, had one in my pocket. So, these things drop in and out really easy. You can change magazines nice and quick, and they're not expensive. So, if you want to go that way and you think, geez, I really would like something, with a bit more capacity, just buy a spare mag, have it in your pocket.
Scott's asking, Artec, are they able to change to a left-hand pull?
Well, hang on, I'm a bit confused with that. You're talking about the pull, or you're talking about the cast and the stock?
No, I think he's talking about...
Oh, sorry, straight pull.
Straight pull.
I thought he was talking pump. Sorry, straight pull, no.
No, they don't do a left-handed bolt or left-hand ejection port on these. That's something that Brad just needs to keep asking, and you never know, it might happen.
That's exactly right. But, the other thing is they have got shims, I believe, in the box for left and right cast.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, that's it. That's good to know. John Kerr is asking, can you recommend night vision scope for 22 Hornet up to 100 metres?
The eye-aiming IA612.
Yeah.
Buy 2 of them.
Yep, 617, 612, perfect.
Yep.
This sounds great, but hey, I'm on to my second bottle of Merlot. Oh, this is W. Francis Bryan. Excellent. But I love my Bushnell. I have a Bushnell Tack Elite 6 to 34 by 50. Nice. Next best thing after the missus. Well, excellent. Well, I hope.
Safe bet.
Hello, Mrs. Bryant, who's watching tonight. Congratulations. Actually, we're just talking about that. Keith, you're coming up to a bit of a milestone, getting married, aren't you?
Ah, yeah. Look, I think they're just numbers that just fly by year after year.
What are you up to?
I think we will be approaching 20 years of marriage pretty damn soon.
Grief.
Yep.
Look at that.
So what is that? Is that,
what do you buy
gold?
for that, mate?
24 carat?
Yeah.
I may have looked into this.
Does anyone know what you get for 20 years of marriage?
And that was a diamond, 24 carat diamond, not gold.
I have to sell my gun collection. And that won't happen.
What are you up to, Brad?
I notch over 20 this year as well.
20? Well,
20 in October.
Well, geez, it sounds like you guys are going to be a bit poorer this year. So, very good. All right, what else we got here? Springfield Armory bringing out any more rifles along the lines of the Waypoint 2020?
They're bringing out more calibre options in Waypoint 2020s later this year. So we'll start to see a few long action calibers sneak through. But I can't say much more.
Look out. That's
that leaves it up in the air, doesn't it?
That's a world
if
exclusive.
Brad doesn't want to say any more, something's happening.
Something's up.
Yeah.
Something's definitely up. Well, listen, we're going to move on from the Artecs and from these scopes, and we're going to talk something a little bit different. Sure. We're going to talk bore sighting.
Yeah.
And we're going to start, first of all, with the Bushnell laser bore sighter. And I think we've got one here. And we've actually got one out of the packet.
Ooh.
So who's going to take us through this?
I'll give you a bit of a run through on it if you like.
So, little Josh, get a picture up or something of that, mate.
This is our little laser emitting bore sighter. But for those of you who don't know what bore sighting is, basically it is a process that you go through to reduce the amount of shots that you need to fire to get your optic zeroed. So what this bore sighter does, with the taper, the cone here, and it's supplied with a bunch of these little arbors. Now, these are a polymer arbor. They slide straight into the bore, and by rotating the bore sighter, it expands the arbor, just pulling it up a taper, and then the muzzle of your rifle cradles the taper here on the laser. So, in turn, the laser points exactly where your barrel does. So you can actually do your rough zero at home. If you've got 25 metres in front of you, all you need to consider is the height of your rifle scope above the centre of the bore, and you can simply zero your crosshair to land roughly that height above the laser dot that's projected on the wall or whatever it may be. So really nifty little idea that you can use inside, and they're not expensive.
No.
I like the little polymer arbor. I think, cool little design, and saves. Ammunition's not easy to come by, and it's certainly not cheap these days. Save you some rounds, that's for sure.
Yeah. And of course, that's the laser one, but Bushnell also do another great little one. And I got to say, it's awesomely packaged, this thing. Take us through this one. Are you going to take us through this one? Or?
I can take you through that
Yeah,
one.
take us through
Yeah.
this one, mate. I'll
Sorry,
display
YouTube.
this.
Yeah.
Display this. There we go.
The old collimator, as they called them.
Ooh.
These have been around for a long time, and I've had one 20 plus years. We spoke about this before. But they've actually got a grid inside, a bit like a crosshair with. You're right.
Yeah, I'm
yeah, that's good.
just
With
following this out.
That's it. With a grid inside, and what you do, they come with all different arbors in there. A lot of them are interchangeable. They screw into the channel at the bottom. You push them in all the way up to the cone as well, and then you can turn it to lock it into your barrel. So, like, I think there's 3 different ones. It's 22 cal to 270, 270 to 35, 35 and above, and they've got a separate one in there. You'll notice for 17 cal as well.
Yep.
For 17
Perfect.
cal,
Tiny little-
fairly new caliber.
Look at that guy.
There you go, one for 17 cal as well.
They got one for everyone.
They do. Everything covers in this kit, much like the other one, but you know, a bit old fashioned. But I've been using one of these. These are fantastic things. Same deal. Put them in, and you just adjust your scope to the centre of the grid.
Easy. And it comes in this nifty little leather
Fantastic.
pouch.
Yep.
It looks
Yep.
awesome. 2 awesome products from Bushnell.
That's exactly
Yeah,
right.
they're a really good thing.
How many of you guys out there use a bore sighter? Let us know. Write them down in the comments. If you use a bore sighter, let us know. If so, what type? We'd also like to know
A lot
what
of people.
type that you use.
A lot of people probably do it the old-fashioned way, Keithy.
Yeah.
Take the bolt out of the gun, and a bit hard to do on something like this,
Yeah.
but in the bolt action, yeah.
You know what? The Artec is probably the only pump gun that you can do it with, because you can separate the upper
There you
receiver
go.
to the lower.
Yeah, right.
But, that might even prompt me grabbing Digital Josh and getting him in the range one day, and we'll run you through the
it's a good
the
idea.
old-fashioned
That's a great
way
idea.
of bore
Good
sighting.
idea,
Yeah.
Because it's
The How-Tos by Keith the Likeable. Yeah. Hello, mate.
save you a lot of ammo.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We've got a few more questions coming through. Keep them coming, guys. Any push-button release rifles coming out?
Nothing on the horizon for us. Yeah.
Okay. Can you top up the mags whilst in the firearm in either of these firearms?
Tricky one. The ejection port is fairly small on them, so getting the round in and then being able to push it down into a double stack mag, it's probably possible, but you'd need little wiry fingers like mine or Matt's to be able to achieve it.
Exactly, but it'd certainly be quicker just to drop the mag out, have that spare in your pocket,
mag
the
ready to
spare,
go.
Yeah,
straight back in.
for sure.
So,
Sergio's asking, Adder rifle is faster than the Savage Impulse. Or are you meaning Artec rifle is faster than the Savage Impulse?
probably, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there wouldn't be much in it.
No.
Wouldn't be much in it.
Maybe
But yes, I think the pump would definitely be quicker.
You reckon?
Yeah.
The pump would be a bit faster. As far as the straight pull goes, same.
We should do that for a NIOA TV.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, what do you reckon?
Another $50 coming my way.
Yeah, look out. Yeah, if you haven't checked out the latest episode of NIOA TV, make sure you do, because we actually had a great time with that Corwell Claymore.
That's right.
That
yeah,
was
some
fantastic.
shotguns, and it's only a loan, Keithy. I'll get it back.
That's right, mate. No doubt.
Yeah. So, did he pay up?
He paid up.
He paid up.
He paid
That's-
up.
that's
It's
good.
been spent.
It's only a loan.
Any feedback on ADI pistol powders or Trail Boss or the latest news? Once again, John, we don't handle any of that sort of stuff, so no, we are not qualified to comment.
Look,
So,
in saying that, yeah, we don't. We'll do a light powder when it's up and running again
Yeah.
and back in the country, but ADI we don't distribute, so we don't know what's happening with ADI. Yeah,
Yeah, how much for the laser bore sighter, mate?
I
Obviously,
think-
go and see your local dealer.
I think they retail for around the $100, mate.
Get on their website. Definitely worth something to put into the portfolio. Definitely worth. Scott's asking bore sight against a 5-gallon drum at 100 yards, mint.
Beautiful.
So, there we go. Excellent. 7mm PRC soon.
Yes, Mark. Glad you asked.
Oh, look out.
We will have the first Remington 700 long range HS in 7mm PRC arriving next month. So
Look out.
limited numbers, but 7mm PRC heavy barrel rifles.
First
Next
in,
month.
best dressed.
That's it. And a few others. We'll have Rugers. Rugers and Savage. The Rugers are doing the Go Wilds in them. Savage, I think, are doing High Countries and Timberlines. We've got them all in order. And they'll start to be rolling through in the next few months, but I just know that the Remington long ranges aren't far away. They're here next month.
Awesome. All right. Well, listen, that sort of concludes that segment of our Artex, the bore sighters. I might get Digital Josh to whack up the next product, which I believe is the
right.
Savage. Oh, no, I was just choking a bit there. It was the Savage Elite Precision. So we've got it all good to go. So we'll just bring this into shot. Oh, look out here. Oh. The Savage Elite Precision. This is an awesome gun, and I think it comes in 2 colours. We've got what have we got, boys? Oh, we've got to talk about the tripod that it's on as well, haven't we? All right. So if you
I'll do the tripod. Keithy, you can do the gun.
Sure.
So, can everyone see that? Are we live? Yeah, Digital Josh is on it. All right. So here it is, the Savage Model 110 Elite Precision. Take us through it, mate.
Okay. So basically, we've got Savage have been producing this rifle for quite a while now, but they've introduced it to a MDT chassis. So it's up the ante again. You've got a vertical pistol grip here, a stock with just about every adjustment known to man. It's not a folding stock. You see the Cerakoted bolt here. We've got a 20 MOA pick rail on there to cater for those long range shooters. We've got a stainless 26-inch button rifle barrel fitted with a 5.8x24 muzzle brake. Now, I do know from personal experience, I've shot several of these, and I've got a couple of friends that operate the same firearm, and we've seen these rifles shoot consistently under quarter MOA. It's not a guarantee that Savage put behind these rifles, but they are incredibly accurate machines.
We can testify to
We
that, can't
can
we?
testify to that. They're
right.
unbelievable.
But
Yes.
I don't really think much more needs to be said. They've got the Savage Accu trigger in these, detachable box magazine, ripper of a machine. If you want an
Muzzle
accurate
brake.
rifle straight out of the box, this thing is going to outperform just about anything.
Yep.
Yep.
That's right.
So take us through what we've also got underneath here, mate.
Mate, yeah, well, this MDT chassis comes with an Arca Swiss rail. So, there's plenty of attachments for tripods now and other things for Arca Swiss. We haven't used an Arca Swiss to mount it to the Spartan Ascent, and that's only because there's a brand new one out and we haven't received it yet. But there's M-lock slots underneath here, so we're using a Spartan M-lock adapter, which, as you can see, is quite small.
But Spartan are also doing Arca Swiss.
They are. They've just designed an Arca Swiss adapter for this too. So you can clamp it on, drop it straight onto your bipod if you want to run at the front. Tripod here.
30K says, hey Matt, Brad and Keith. Hello 30, my second most favourite South African. Good to see you online, my friend.
30, did you get yourself a Remington knife? Just asking.
Just asking, mate, just asking. By the way, 30, there's only about 9 left. So get onto it.
Marketing team's won again.
Yes. Can your gunsmith lighten the trigger pull on a Browning BL22 lever action 22? Probably not.
He can, but he can't do it here, and I don't do that at home anymore.
No, correct. So there. STI Custom says purdy, and I have to agree with that. How much does it weigh?
What, the gun
The
or
gun.
the tripod?
No, well, I know you know how much the tripod weighs, right? And he's just listen. He's
A little
he's
less
just
than his
busting.
KFC.
He's just
Hang on a minute. Hang on, who had KFC for dinner?
yeah, but look at me and look at you. All right? At least my blood type's not Rocky Road. All right, so.
No, the rifle is not a lightweight unit. But if I can go through the Do we know what it actually weighs? Yeah, so it weighs in at 12.6 pound.
There you go.
Is what the rifle comes in at. No mounts, no optic.
But that depends obviously on the caliber. So the bigger the caliber, you go to 338 lap, it goes up to 14.95 pounds. Yeah, yeah, so that's really good. So that's the Savage Elite 110 Elite Precision.
Yeah.
Awesome bit of kit. Go down to your local dealer. If they haven't got it, we've got them in stock, ready to go. We'll just get one.
We've got a couple.
Yeah, get those PDAs in immediately. But listen, what's it sitting on, Brad?
Mate, the Spartan Ascent tripod.
Big shout out to Mr. G.
Hey, Mr. G.
Have you guys met Mr. G? If you haven't met Mr. G, you got to follow him on Instagram.
That's right.
He's awesome.
Get on the Spartan.
Get on the Spartan,
Yeah.
Mr. G, and check out his. I think last time I saw him on Instagram, he had an arrow in his leg.
That's right.
and frostbitten
fingers. That's right.
And then before that, he had frostbite. So
That's right.
you got to look after yourself a bit better, Mr. G. But he makes an awesome tripod.
He does, mate. And these are phenomenal. Yeah, look at that. Now that's, first of all, that tripod weighs 1,400 grams. So it weighs nothing.
I told you he was waiting to spout that fact.
1,400 grams. Now that's a 12-pound gun sitting on that. Carbon fibre legs, and that's stable. That doesn't move. You could fire, and that's in 308, but you could fire 338 off the top of this.
All day.
All day. No problem at all. Fully adjustable. You know, these legs actually pivot all the way out.
Yeah,
You can shoot them prone, you can shoot it sitting, you can shoot it standing, whichever, tickles your fancy at the time. Look, they come with a Davros Pro head. Spartan machine these adapters, and they make them to suit anything. So you buy a bipod, they come with a classic rifle adapter. The classic rifle adapters actually screw through your front swivel. They've got screws to suit everything, a rubber grommet so you don't mark your nice wood stock. But that classic universal one comes free with your bipod. You can use that classic rifle one on the tripods as well. But they make a gunsmith adapter where you got to get a gunsmith to inlet in the stock. That's a fantastic.
They look great.
It's a fantastic plus.
Because they're flush.
That's it. They sit flush. They don't protrude. Look, this one's an M-lock one. It attaches to an M-lock rail. They make pick rail ones. Look, they make them for pretty much anything. And look, we spoke about this with bipods and tripods and new technology. This is new technology, and look, we're selling a lot of it.
It's so popular. Carbon fibre.
Exactly. Mind you, some of this isn't cheap.
No.
But you pay for what you get, and this is good stuff.
And if you get down to your local dealer, like most local dealers,
Yeah, exactly.
and just ask to see it, ask to check it out,
Ask to play with one.
have a muck around with it because there's all different types of attachments, but seamless.
Look, these things, people use these as walking sticks too. So, they
screw them
fold. No, well, you can screw them out, but like going up the side of a mountain, they just close them up and use them as a trekking pole as they're going up the bush too. So, look.
Well, we had Mr. G over here giving us a bit of a promo on these.
Yeah.
If he was here, he'd be hanging off it right now.
He was swinging off this centre hook.
Yeah.
Not that he's a huge bloke, but he was hanging off there. You could no worries winch Timmy out of the well with that. It is it's beautifully made. I think Mr. G's got an aeronautical background.
He does.
He has.
I'm still just back with Timmy at the well.
It's and when you have a look at the fittings and fixtures here, like they're proper. They're really, really beautifully made.
It's made to last. This stuff. Yeah. He's big on quality.
John's asking, what is the advantage of a tripod over a bipod? Well, I can answer that for you, John. Tripod's got 3 legs. Tri from the Latin meaning 3, bi meaning 2, and but the tripod allows you to step back. Look at that. Stays there. If that was a bipod, disaster. All right?
Well, if there's a bipod sitting there, it'd still stay there.
Not a bipod.
Yeah, if it was to sit to the ground, you'd have the bipod. It wouldn't go anywhere.
Well, no, but if there are only 2 legs on this, 4.
Okay.
Agree to disagree.
Thanks, John.
Anyway,
We all needed that Latin lesson.
science. All right? Yeah, so we figured out.
He's got to sound smart at something.
I hope that answers that for you, John. So Mr. McBeardface says something about just under 6 kilograms. Nice to have you with us, Mr. McBeardface. Lachlan B is asking, the Savage has a perfect weight balance for running in PRS or a similar discipline. Arca makes it extremely compatible, especially for a factory gun.
That's why they did it.
Lachlan, I could not agree with you more. And is that Coffers?
Coffers?
Wouldn't recoil chuck that about in a large calibre?
You would think so. You'd think so, Coffers, but no, it doesn't.
In fact, if you follow Mr. G's Insta, he's just gone and done a whole stack of stuff with Barrett, and pretty impressive stuff. Right. So, no, really, really good. All right, boys, well, we better chuck this back because we've got the rest of the show. Anything else you want to say about this, Keith?
No, I think it should be noted that this Davros head it's a magnetic plug.
Rare earth.
So you can rare earth magnet. Yeah. So when you do, if you were to get one of these Spartan products, if you were even just going for their bipod, you can lift your rifle and it will lift it with it. But it's a simple unplug, pop it away in your pack, and it finds its socket real easy when you want to clip it back on. So, yeah, I think the magnet, even though we sort of didn't explain that, it's a super good trick.
Yeah, no, really good. Rightio, team. Well, we're doing well. Keep those questions coming because we've got some great prizes. Let's have a look here. We're going to get something a little bit special. Do you want to go and grab those Lymans, Keithy?
Which ones?
The Lymans, mate. The Lymans. Yeah. Because we're going to start wrapping this thing up pretty soon. Oh, hang on, we'll move these out the way.
Are you going to get on the table?
Oh, mate, I don't know. We'll see where the night takes me. Rightio. Oh. There we go. Rightio. So we're back, Digital Josh. All right. Look, can they see the map? They can. Awesome. Okay, so we've got, mate, take us through these. The Lyman long range shooting mats.
Tactical shooting mats, yeah. Look, phenomenal things. Designed for prone shooting, obviously.
Yeah.
So, beautiful handcrafted rubber squares.
Grippy.
Squares, yep. For your elbows and your knees when you're lying down.
Important,
yeah. Especially for long range shooting. You know, they're a matte, 2 colours, FDE, black. The only thing we probably need to do is show you how it works. Matthew.
How are we going to do that?
Matthew.
We have our Matthew stunt double here.
There we go. Rocky Road wouldn't let me get up there.
Here we go.
The Rocky Road blood type.
How's that? There we go. Works great. Very comfortable. That's right. Make sure you get 3. Anyway, geez, I'm getting too old for this. There we go.
But yeah, look, we see a lot of these for guys shooting long range and especially in that prone position. So
there we go. That's a bit better. So what have we got? FDE, flat dark earth.
Yep. Black. 3 mats in the show.
Yep. Beautiful. All right. Well, we're going to start wrap this thing up.
Righto.
All right. But we've got some questions. Digital Emily, are you finding us a couple of winners? Because tonight we're going to give away a couple of great prizes. And those prizes include the Bushnell Professional Bore Sighter.
And Arbor kit.
So that's this one here. Is that correct?
Correct.
Yep. Beautiful. All right, so we've got these 2. That's up for grabs. And we're also going to give away this.
The FDE?
The FDE. We're going to give it away.
Beautiful.
All right, it's because we've unpacked that one. We haven't unpacked that one. So, Digital Emily, have we got a winner? All right, so the first winner for the Bushnell Bore Sighter with Arbor kit is, drum roll please. No, don't, we can't because the microphone's on there. All right, don't do that.
Well, be careful what you ask for.
I don't. All right, who's the winner of this? John Kerr. There you go, John. Congratulations.
Well done, John.
Mate,
well done.
Righto, so John, listen, what you got to do, mate, is you got to give us your address. Don't put it in the Facebook feed comments. Or the YouTube feed comments, most important. Just DM us or send an email to marketing@nia.com.au.
Correct.
And we'll get that to you out in the post, probably early next week, as soon as we get your stuff. And the winner of the Lyman long range shooting tack mat, flat dark earth, is STI Custom.
Nice one.
Yes. That's good questions.
He had some great questions. So well done. Well done. So have we got any other questions coming through, Digital Emily? Let's bring those back. I can't quite see it at that size.
Now, STI Custom, I'm sure you'll be able to shoot your handguns off this too. With a name like that, I'm tipping he's a handgunner.
You reckon?
Pretty heavy duty handgun.
Okay, all right, very good. NIOA Hot Products, is it available at your local dealer? It should be.
It is.
We sent these out, about 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, look, we sent most of them out. There's probably still a few waiting to get shipped. We're just waiting for other orders to go with them. But majority of gun shops open by now.
Yeah. No. So make sure you go and get them. They are free. All right.
Free.
So grab a few. All right.
If he tries to charge you $10, walk out.
You're getting ripped off.
That's
all
right.
right. But you know, one for every area of the house. One for your, you know, your coffee table. One in the loo. Make sure you got one everywhere. It's really important. Well, fellas, that's live stream done for May. We've got some exciting stuff coming up starting 1st of July. I'm going to start the hype for this now. But it's definitely something that everyone needs to start paying attention to and getting ready because
On early.
Brad and I are quite excited about this. It's a competition.
We've let it out of the bag.
Another $50.
A little bit more than $50.
I'm waiting for. I'll get my 50 back. Don't worry.
Yeah, but it's going to be worth hanging out for. So we'll keep you up to date with that. But until then, thanks so much for giving up your time. I think there's still time to. It's at 7:49. The game is about to start.
750.
7:50. So have a great night, and we look forward to seeing you next time on NIOA TV live stream. We'll catch